If you feel you're not looking good enough, I shared two strategies before this. The first strategy is to look beyond the looks, right? There was a powerful exercise there where I was asked to go stand in a very crowded place, and no one cared two hoots whether I looked handsome or I looked black or I looked whatever. Strategy two was even more powerful, where the moment you find the good in you, you will stop looking for the looks in you, right? Today is a very special strategy. This is a slightly longer video, it's not just 3 minutes, and this will make you think. So if you're in a hurry, please, I also upload it on my YouTube channel. Watch it in 1.25 or 1.5x, but don't skip it, okay? And this strategy 3 is something very powerful. I call it gratitude, and it's not what you think. Okay, the internet is flooded with gratitude and gratitude manual and gratitude journal and gratitude this, gratitude that, gratitude videos. It's just too much. Okay, it's very easy to sit down, and when somebody asks you to write, "Hey, what are you grateful about?" You start writing, "Oh, family, kid, wife, and all that." But it is very superficial level. See, it's like this: if a person, pardon me, I'm just using guy just to illustrate, okay? Later I don't want to get screwed up because I'm referring to guy and not girls and things like that, because this is a public platform. So I'm just giving you a representation, right? For example, if a guy does not have food at all, very poor, no food to eat, for him, having that bite of food and that feeling he gets is gratitude. Okay, now if he does not have parents, then the care that somebody shows to him, that first feeling that he gets when somebody shows some care to him, that is gratitude. Okay, now if somebody has parents, somebody has enough food, if you tell them, "Oh, every day I'm able to eat food, every day I'm getting food on the plate," initially, yes, they may like it, but eventually it becomes a normal. So when you want to feel gratitude in things like this, it's a little, how to say, it's very difficult to not feel it. You understand? So the same way, if for example you don't have a roof over your head, people may be like, if when there's imagine it's pouring and suddenly somebody gave you shelter in their house, that feeling you get is the gratitude. And when you have that house, you are so grateful that you have that house, but eventually that gratitude dies down, right? So gratitude is very subtle. And let me share my personal example here. I take the bus 985 in Singapore, and this bus is probably the only bus that connects the west to the east. Okay, it takes an hour sometimes and an hour and a half sometimes, because the waiting time gets a little longer at times. Sometimes the bus is so crowded that you can't get into the bus. Now, I'm in one of those earlier stops, so it so happened that it was raining outside, and I got into the bus. Before, it used to be very difficult for me to get to this stage to go into the bus. I used to spend so much on cabs, right? Until, okay, I just forced myself to take the bus because the expenses were getting out of control. And eventually what happened, I was sitting in the bus, then I used to notice, right, why is it so crowded? Oh my god, why don't people want to go inside, and why can't just people come inside? And I see some of them outside. The bus is full, the driver doesn't open the door because nobody can get in, and they are so frustrated, and some of them are so tensed because they cannot reach on time, right? And then they have to wait for another 20 minutes for the next bus. Can you imagine that? And I was looking at all this, feeling so frustrated, until I just realized, hey, 9 out of 10 times in this bus, I get the seat I want to choose. You understand? Not just any seat, no. I can choose the seat I want to sit. 9 out of 10 times, when people are not able to stand, I'm able to read a book of my choice. 9 out of 10 times, I can listen to my music with no disturbance. 9 out of 10 times, I can read my I can do my meditation when people are not able to stand on the bus, right? And all this happens because I get that seat right at the beginning. Now, when I got this perspective, that bus journey was no longer a trouble for me, right? It was something I enjoyed, and it gave me that me time to do something I want. Sometimes it's just nothing. I just sleep, and I miss the bus stop. I have to get on. That is a good thing, right? You slept well, right? So this is what I feel every time I get into the bus now, because there's so many things that tie to it. So that is why this gratitude feeling is very subtle, and you need to look beyond. So here's a very powerful exercise for your looks now. If you're in a room, close the door, lock it, because it's going to get a little personal from here. I want you to stand naked in your birthday suit, and go stand in front of a mirror. What do you first see? All the imperfections. Look at the person in the mirror. Just look at the person in the mirror. All the imperfections in him or her. If you want a pen and paper, use it. Or pimples on your face, too much of grey hair, very fat, very thin, too many freckles on your face, or not tall, not short, too black. Write down everything on a piece of paper and throw it, because you can't do anything about it. Now I want you to look beyond that. What about you do you like? Is it your eyes? Something attractive about you? Is it your nose? Your ears? You can maybe see things beyond what others can see. You can maybe feel what beyond others can feel. Take all that. Take some time out. Notice every single bit of your body. And for the next 2 or 3 days, the first thing I want you to do when you get up is to hug yourself. And by hugging yourself, I mean hugging yourself. It is this, that's all. Just for about 2 minutes, 3 minutes. This body is your only vehicle for expressing anything you want, right? The moment you do this activity a couple of times, you start seeing things beyond the looks. Don't believe me? Do it yourself and experience it. Because this is how I came out of it. And the most powerful strategy will be shared tomorrow. After this 4th strategy, I can assure you, at least 50% of you who are looking at these videos will stop bothering about your looks. Okay, so pardon me for the long video. It's almost 9 minutes. I leave this video right now. Take this time, whatever you're doing, stop it. Go to the room. Do what I just said. Give your body a chance to respond. Like it for once and see how it makes you feel. This is Sri, your entertainer. Bye-bye.